Hi, it's Gail, your Pond Plant Girl. Today I'm going to show you some hanging baskets, and I will also show you what to do and what not to do when you're making a little hanging basket garden.
Inside your mind and seeps into your life.
Well, I had some pretty yucky plants to deal with, and the baskets were just horrible. So what I did was I emptied everything out. I didn't really have anything I could salvage. And at the bottom, I rubbed in decomposed granite in with the peat moss baskets, and I'll show you that in a second. But I also included a little tray at the bottom to help collect the water, because when you have hanging baskets, they get dried out really fast, and so we want to try to keep some of that moisture in. Here are the different potting soils that I used for the hanging baskets. For the regular plants, I used Miracle-Gro Moisture Control, and for the shade plants, the Boston Ferns, here it is, the Azalea All Natural Planter Mix, and I'll show you the difference. I was amazed. So I'm learning too. This is super soft and super moist. I like it. It feels nice. I'm just weird like that. And then, oh, I'm reaching down here in the Miracle-Gro. This is nice too, but it is really fluffy. And I think it has a lot more bark or something in it. It's the moisture control. It'll hold in the moisture you need, but it's not going to work for ferns. It's just... I would call it more powdery. And this is actually more the consistency that you want for pond plants. And I'm going to experiment with it and see if it actually works for pond plants. That would be neat, huh? I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I come up with. Here is the carnage. This is what all his hanging gardens looked like beforehand. Everything got fried, and just a little bit survived. That looks terrible. And this one, no, I haven't taken anything out. It's, you know, not a happy camper. So I'm taking all this stuff out. I might try to save this one a little bit. It's kind of cool looking. Sort of looks like parrot feather. But I'm pretty much throwing everything out. I am replacing the soil because it's completely depleted. See, there was a liner in here, but instead of using a liner, I am lining the edges of the, what do you call this, the peat moss stuff. I'm lining the edges with a decomposed granite and sand so it can breathe through. And then I have the, here we go, and then I have these little pans I'm going to put at the bottom. But remember, if you have a potted plant, you need to replace the soil at least 1 to 2 times a year, especially when it's a hanging basket like this. I would say twice a year, because they dry out. And when they dry out, the plants don't get what they need. Look at all this stuff. That's going in the trash. It just didn't make it. And that's a shame how it was put together. When you buy the pre-made ones, they look really pretty, but they're not made to last. So if you want a hanging basket with beautiful plants that will last, then I suggest you making it yourself. It's worth the investment. I chose everything that was labeled full sun because these are going in full sun. Bob wanted some color, so I chose these. Don't ask me the names of the plants because, you know, I'm a pond person. But it's pretty simple. You want to put together a hanging basket. Check your labels. Make sure if it's going to be in full sun that it can tolerate full sun. But even if you buy a pre-made arrangement, I would suggest putting fresh soil in there and making sure it's potted right. But these I made all myself. I put all these plants in myself. I call these the snowflowers, and I know that's not what they're called. That's just what I call them. And that was a nice filler. I was able to salvage this succulent here, which looked really nice. And 2 baskets, just because I wanted to see how well it worked out. I think it'll work out really good, and I'm going to do it for myself too. 2 baskets, I included a little bit of vine, the snowflowers, to tie in the different baskets together. But 2 of the baskets I put strawberry plants in. I think that'll look really cool when the strawberries and the strawberry flowers start to bloom and hang down. These are the ferns that I purchased at Lowe's hardware store, and even though they looked lovely in the nursery, they needed to be taken out of their pots, repotted with fresh soil so that they would last. When flowers are not an option, choose foliage that has bright green colors and dark burgundy red. Hello to my friend Jeff. Hi Jeff! Jeff in Visalia. Jeff helped me to pick out these plants, these wonderful plants that I bought for the Hanging Basket Gardens. Well, I'm Gail. I am your pond plant girl and your hanging basket girl too, I suppose. Hey, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or send me an email. You keep on being you, and I'll see you next time. I want a chicken. Here, chicky, 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 chicky. Come here. I won't hurt you, really. Here, chicky, chicky, chicky. They're getting away. Come here. I won't hurt you.
Was it a pleasant dream, or was it a nightmare? Life is just a dream. When we wake, what remains? What happens to the songs we sing?